G'day guys, Paul the Rock Hand. Well, it's Wednesday. It's happening today. I'm putting this video up today. It's Wednesday the 8th of October. I put this on Friday night when I got home. So let's have a look at this and see how we've gone, eh? Oh. Definitely a lot of sludge at the bottom. That's a bit yucky in there. Alright, let's get some water into it, give everything a stir around and see what we've ended up with. Oh, those are pretty good actually. I'll just run the hose into them quickly. Oh, hang on. Alright, let's get these out and have a look. Alright, we're out. It's nice, that is very nice. It's still got this chunk here, I think, which will chip out and cause me grief. So, the sludge in the bottom seemed to be a lot of sludge, and I thought I would have got rid of a lot of this stuff by now. It's got some pretty play of colour in there, isn't it? It's just white, but it looks very different through this bit here. In the sun it's just white. It's strange. Yeah, so I want to get rid of all this. It is working. It is working very good. You know, it's going to be hard to get these little pieces in here and here. Be nice to get that out of there. So I've just been to the club today, and with the heap of petrified wood that I've played with for a while now, I've just been around and smoothed all the edges. It's ready to go into 80 grit, and it won't take long at all because I've been to the club and smoothed everything out, rounded the edges. So, don't get me wrong, they are very pretty. Very, very pretty, and this is what I'm setting out to do, like this. Let's have a look at that. Let's stick us over in the sun for a second without blinding us. Oh God, where are we? Look at that. That's going to be really nice. Like, I'm not worried about the druzy. I'll get in there with a gurney and give it a squirt. It'll still be there. It's just this is all a big experiment, as we always say. Looking at these, I'm really thinking, but that there looks really nice, but I'd like to give it another week. Like, this isn't going to come out. This is basalt. The host rock. Look at the bubbles in there. Look at that. How cool is that? Yeah, so I don't know why I ended up with so much sludge stuck to the bottom. I'd only just turned it off and brought it back out here. So it's coming up nice. I reckon a little bit longer and that'd be really nice. No, to a degree, no, yes. There's something definitely going on inside that because you can see like a milky centre. There is a fracture or a line there somewhere. More sort of little bubbly things. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the rock and pulling it past the camera. Some waterline agate. I just got to look in the camera. Looks better anyway to me. Look at the bottom of those lines. That is so cool. Different layers have got it in it. Some haven't, some have. Wow. The surprises that come in rocks. These are the ones we dove, snorkeled with Jess and Benny and Jai, Nick, down in those big washout things near the waterfall, big holes. The same stuff, waterline. So that's obviously been sitting like that when it was formed. That's why the waterline is that way. It sits, water will always sit level, so this rock was actually sitting level in the ground like this when it filled up for the waterline. Pretty cool, eh? Like this outside of it, I think it's, is it rhyolite? It is hard and it does take a bit of a polish, but this will polish up nice around here. This is what it's about, the chalcedony, the agate. There's those little bluey bits. Oh, this one. See that whatever's in there has gone in through that there and in there. That's why that looks so dark there. It's because of that little druzy pocket in there. You can see the little druzies. There's a couple of little blue ones in here, and I'd really like to. I think that's one. No. Where are we? Ah, here it is. Let's have a look at that. Oh, curly durly. Look at the insides of that. When you pull it away from the camera really makes it go blue. And when it's away from the camera, it's white with like a black centre. Or white with like a milky centre or something. But I'd say that there is a hole there, so that druzy could go right into there, right into the back here, a little cavity. And that's what's given me the... And there's all those little speckles in there again. That even looks like it's been stamped or engraved. Someone scratched their initials into it. Wow. Yeah, so I'm really thinking there's that moss agate. There's moss on the inside, moss on the outside. Not much on the inside, but you know, I want to take it that little bit further so it's nice and sort of, you know, stuff like that's gone. What to do? Oh, yeah, this one. See how it's still got the orange peel effect on the top here? The same thing, like I could take it to the club, zing 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 on the wheel. On the wheel so much quicker than the nylon. The infused diamond pads we use, it's so much quicker. Like I did today, what would have, in 3 hours, with a couple of breaks, fingers getting sore, you know, need to stand up again, straight for the back. I I did a heap of, you'll see it in the rest of the videos, in another video coming out. I think I'll throw that out today as a short. But yeah, I cut up a heap, ready for the tumbler in 80 grit. But this is going to go in 80 grit again, so yeah, so they'll just have to sit there and wait. I do have a couple more tumblers coming. Only small ones again, but I'll take what I can get for now. I would like a big one, I would like to have, yeah, would like to have. I'm just going to work up to it. I'll get there. This is good fun. This is keeping me occupied during the day. I don't work anymore. Shoulders are no good, so yeah, I can do this because it's not lifting, it's not, you know, I can actually sit down, I can, as long as I'm not lifting anything heavy or pushing myself too hard, I'm alright. So yeah, no, this is why I'm doing this again. It gives me something to do, keeps the head nice and clear. And I was talking to one of the guys at the club today, and I've got some duties I have to perform, some council duties or government duties or whatever you call them. I'm not going to go any further with that the next couple of weeks. And once I'm out of that, I'm going to book myself into silversmithing classes. Some beautiful colours of that. Look at those greens. I hope that polishes. That'd be lovely. I have got some of that in the next lot to be that I cut. I'd reckon that's a serpentine or something. So all this stuff we're looking at today, this has all come from all my rock hunts in the Northern Rivers with Jess and Benny and, you know, other guys that we've all rock hunted with. So yeah. So what I think I'm going to do, I say to keep them wet, so I'm learning this. I've separated my ceramic, give that a wash. I've got borax now to put in it. Helps clean up the containers and everything. I didn't realise we actually had it here in Australia. I thought it was an American thing. So I'm going to throw some water in the tumbler, throw some borax in there with the rocks. No grit. Give it a tumble for about an hour, clean everything up, and start again. I think it's going to be another week of 80 grit, get these right to where I want them. See if I leave the ceramic out or what, I don't know. I'm still trying to think. It's confusing me. There was just too much grit stuck to the bottom, like it hasn't been moving around, which I find funny because, you know, it's always turning, it's constantly on. Yeah, so anyone has any ideas why I ended up with so much grit on the bottom? Anyway, I'll do this off camera so I don't have to bore you this for too long. But anyway, everybody, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have fun, everyone. If you got any questions, just send them over, and you know how to add comments. I'm going to say something here too. Can you just press a like? I've never asked it before. I've never asked anybody to like and subscribe, but there you go. Like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. If not, tell me elsewhere. If you've not got nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Thank you. Bye.